It's the all-new DJI OSMO ACTION, and it's huge. Just kidding, it's actually really small. It shoots 4K, it's waterproof, it's pretty awesome. And I really want to show you guys what it's all about, but I don't want to just talk about it. I want to show you. I want to show you real action. So we're going to go outside of the box. We're going to not open the box. We're going to actually talk about what you're going to get, what you're going to see, the footage. We're going to use it, and I'm going to show you some awesome action shot with the OSMO ACTION over the last week or so. It shoots 4K video at 60 frames per second, and you're also going to be able to shoot 1080p at 240 frames per second for some ultra slow motion. It really does so many different little things. It does time lapses, it does HDR video as well. I haven't really messed around with it much, but for now, that's the specs. Awesome photos, shoots JPEGs, shoots RAWs. One of my plans is I'm gonna be shooting 4K video at 60 frames per second, and that's gonna give me a 50% reduction in speed. So I'll be able to slow down the 4K video down to 30 frames per second and have slow motion. And I can also time ramp and do different things with the sound. So you can see, even without the gimbal, without any post-processing, this camera's really stable, really smooth, just with the built-in rock steady or electronic image stabilizer that's built into the camera itself. I got a little pole on here, which makes it a little bit easier to kind of balance and kind of walk around with it. I would suggest, if you're going to be filming with the OSMO ACTION, invest in a little pole. Kind of gives you a little bit of almost like glide cam action, because you can kind of balance it a little bit better than just holding the actual camera itself. Let's talk about the form and the function of the OSMO ACTION. First off, one of my favorite things about the OSMO ACTION obviously is the front screen, because I'm a fan of a selfie. I'm a fan of filming myself with a pole like you've seen in the video. So having the LCD on the front so I can actually see, what I'm filming, that's a big benefit. And also, it's really simple and it's really easy to actually use it. So you basically, you can see there, get a little LCD on the front. Okay, it's all live, it's real. Not only are you seeing information about what you're filming, but you're also seeing the image. Let's talk about something else that's really cool. On the side here, can you guys see that? On the side, there's a button. Now, it might not seem like a big deal to most people, but for me, it's actually a really big deal, because it makes it really simple and really easy for me to change between photo, between slow motion, just by clicking on the button. So basically what it's gonna let me do is I'm gonna click there. I can change through those settings really quickly. I'm always filming in the water, and when the back of the screen does get wet, it can be a little touchy. Now, for changing from the front LCD to the back LCD or vice versa, all you're gonna do is just use 2 fingers and you just tap and it changes. Simple and easy. Everything else is pretty basic. You got the little door on the side, put your micro SD card, you got your USB-C cable, you can charge it while you're filming. So if you have a battery pack, you can charge the actual OSMO ACTION while you're filming, which is nice for me as well. You got a little button on the top for the display, the record button. You can see size-wise, OSMO ACTION, iPhone 10. It seems like the screen on the back of the ACTION is a little bit larger than some of the competitors on the market. Really high quality, it looks great. Also, you have the feature by just pressing the record button on the top, I can turn it automatically on and it'll start recording just by pressing the record button. So I don't need to go and turn it on and then set my settings or anything like that. I just press the record button and it automatically starts recording. Actual camera lens is round, it's screw on and off. So I think it's gonna be easier for putting filters on there as well in the future. You can actually go into the time lapse feature. It's really simple. You go in there and you can figure out, okay, I want a 10-minute time lapse. I'm gonna put it to a 5-second interval. How long would that time lapse be? When it's completed, it'll be 4 seconds long, which is nice because if you're going out and you're filming and you're kind of like, hey, I need to get a couple time lapses, but I don't need them to be super long, or I want them to be super long. How long does it need to be? What's the interval? It'll tell me without having to do the math in my head. I might be one of the first people in the world to catch a fish, go on a jet board, go wake surfing, drop it, all those things. I'm the first. I am claiming those world records set. First person in the world to catch a fish while using the Osmo Action. So there it is, the DJI Osmo Action. It's sweet, it's awesome, it's tiny, it's great. So if you guys want to see more videos on the DJI Osmo Action really soon, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, head on over there to dronenerds.com to have all the latest and greatest DJI products. The DJI Osmo Action will be at dronenerds.com. So make sure you get over there and get your order in today so you can get your hands on the all-new Osmo Action. There it is. I'm Patrick. If you haven't already, like I said, hit that subscribe button. I will talk to you guys later on.